Good morning, everybody. It is a beautiful October morning here on Riverbend Springs 4X, and we have got a ton of work to do. Oh, we got a ton of work to do. We got a ton of work done in September. Um, we got these three fields. Well, in August, we got these fields harvested. In September, we cultivated them, we limed them, and we planted them with alfalfa. And you guys can see we got some alfalfa growing here. I am hoping it's October. I am hoping. Wow, these are in growth stage 2 of 4 already. Awesome. November we so in December we should get a full harvest off of these. And I planted all three fields in October because we have got or in alfalfa because we have got to maximize our yield. We're actually going to jump right here and look at this is our grass field. So it's 50% fertilized. It's getting a 60% yield bonus. It's in growth stage 2 of 4, which is awesome. We'll jump across the street here to our alfalfa fields. Another one, 72%, 60% fertilized. So in October, we've got to we've got to so we got a field of bales over there. Field one, field of bales. We need to go pick that up. This field has been mowed, but I'm not willing to windrow and bale this field right now. We're going to harvest all 5 of our fields again in December, and I'll do all that then. So we got some straw bales sitting there. You guys can see we got $23,000 in the bank. That's after our loan. We sold part of our mineral feed last night. We got about $24,500, 24,700, something like that, somewhere down the ballpark. Anyway, right now we are going to jump in the tractor here, get the fertilizer spreader hooked up. We're gonna go fertilize some fields, guys. We'll jump in here, jump around here. This is gonna cost us some dough. So again, uh, we're gonna have to. I want to figure out how to. Why did it only let me get? What am I missing? Why could I only get? So that costs us about $6 grand in fertilizer. Quite $6 grand in fertilizer. So hopefully, we're not gonna buy any more than that. Otherwise, we're gonna have to figure out a way to come up with an entire loan payment for October, which don't let me don't let me fool you into thinking that's going to be a problem because we've got a ton of straw, we've got more MNRP, we got we can cover the October loan payment and the November loan payment. We can sell off a good bit of our harvest in December and pay some bills. You guys will notice I tend to run these passes pretty fast. And that is because these adjust their distribution based on how fast you're going. So if you're poking along as slow as the game will let you go, it's still distributed your lime and fertilizer just at the same rate. So the faster you go, the actual less lime and fertilizer you use. So you guys probably know this game is a ton less fertilizer to get the lime. Frankly, already had to build this. So here we are on fertilizer. We made the entire cost, made the entire headline on how to do it. So I'll see if I can turn around. See if I got that whole field, because it's really hard to see. Fertilize. We did get it all except the little corner up there, which we're not worry about. I didn't lime these two fields because that one's got bales in it. Anyway, but trying to get maximum yield on the alfalfa. It's really that's really what's going to bring us in. What's going to bring us in? I actually consider planting these fields in alfalfa, but those fields I think for right now are going to stay grass. And that's because I'm going to leave them planted in grass. In the spring, I'm going to plant these other fields. Two fields that are grass right now, those are going to stay grass because we need grass. But we're also, especially if we're paying off this loan, we are going to do our dead level best to maximize our profit. We're taking, which means I will plant some kind of green crop, plant it, nurture it, harvest it. Once that grain crop is harvested, I will plant alfalfa back in this field and get at least one, if not two, cuttings of that alfalfa. In the spring, we're going to plant oats. Oats plant in March and April. They harvest in July and August, which means we can. Sorry. Yeah. Oats, yeah. Which means we can get those harvested. I already put that in. Yeah, I just got that one. This little strip in the middle. We'll have this field fertilized and that other field, and we go we jump over and we'll collect the bales on that other field, get those in the field. The fermenting silo, get that making grass. We did move 16,000 liters of milk last night from the milk storage to the milk homogenizer because that milk homogenizer doesn't require anything. Let me just see how that's doing. Milk homogenizer, so we put, why am I, oh, sorry, buffalo milk. I swear I turned that on last night, but whatever. Well, just wasted 6 hours. That, put that in there last night because I wanted to see how much of the homogenizer. I think I forgot to turn the inspection. So, here you have it. Anyway, we're going to put this back here where it belongs. Oh, probably should finish that. One more field to fertilize. No, I have one more field to fertilize. Headline. Take care of everything. Just make sure of that. Yeah, this one I am going to go back and hit those corners just because missed it. That whole field fertilized. Just we have to fertilize this thing too. Probably won't be able to fertilize the other field Because got mail. Hey, you know what? Yeah, we can. The mail's picked up and then we get fertilizer over there and put it out as that. So finish knocking out this field. We're gonna go pick up bales, and then I will bring you guys back in when I got a load of bales. Right? Well, guys, my apologies. I promised I'd bring you guys back in when I had a full load on the trailer, and I forgot to turn the recording on. So I just put 195,000 liters of grass in the fermenting silo off of that field, which is a pretty good number. So when we go to harvest, our our alfalfa. When we go to harvest the alfalfa that we just planted, so we got 3 fields of alfalfa and 2 fields of grass. I expect to put 5 times that in the silo. So my expectation is that out of that harvest, we will put just over 1 million liters. Holy crap! You guys are not going to believe what I've done. I planted all of those fields in alfalfa. And my fermenting silo will take alfalfa. My fermenting silo will not take alfalfa. So I'm going to have 3/4 of a million liters of alfalfa grass that I can't do a damn thing with. Oh, I tell you what, guys, some days it is not. All right, well, let's figure that out. I have no idea what I'm going to do. My only choice there may be to get a bale wrapper, wrap those bales, and turn that alfalfa into silage. I'd replant those fields already a month or two. My only option, I think, is going to be to turn that alfalfa into silage, replant those fields in grass, get a grass harvest off of them in the spring. By that time, my alfalfa will be silage. That way, then I can get the fermenting silo will take alfalfa silage. The game actually doesn't differentiate between when alfalfa becomes silage. It's just silage. It doesn't differentiate between regular grass silage and alfalfa. Oh, no, don't be stupid. I can turn the alfalfa into hay. Then I'll change the grass dryer to dry the grass to change to from the grass into silage. Okay. That'll work. I'll have to get a tether, but that's fine. We can get a tether. We can get a tether, so we'll drop that off there. About this now. Where are we? Everything's fertilized. I wonder what is in these other fields. So I am thinking about in the spring leasing a field. That's green beans, so I'm not interested. That's sugar beans, so I'm sure not interested. What's that? These are just visiting, wouldn't it? It is. Oh, that's onions. I don't know if that makes sense to lease any other. Oh, that field is. Is that grass? It is grass. cost at least that field? $1,700 a month. It costs to buy that field $415,000. At all, but that would yield a ton of grass. A ton of grass. All right, let's take a look. Let's see how our animals are doing. Chickens are good on food. Boy, they are not producing. Oh, you. Holy crap. I gave myself roosters instead of chickens. No wonder I'm not producing any damn eggs. But we're going to remedy that right now, guys. Animal dealer. Chickens. Sell them. We're going to get a whopping $8 a piece for our chickens. $1,750, we're going to get there. $1,100, we're going to get there. So what do we get? $2,800 for them. We need to go buy chickens to replace them. And let's do chickens. Ducks. $13,000 to replace those chickens. Gosh damn it. Cannot believe I did that when I set this game up. I gave myself roosters instead of chickens. Yeah, we're just gonna buy more chickens. We're gonna eat that money. I don't know that I have enough money to buy another. I don't. That's all right. Those will. Yeah. So what else have we got here? Some chickens. There. Well, we go ahead and feed the chickens. Don't have any pigs. Cows are producing. They've got good night. I just put 20,000 liters of tail in that pen last night. Well, I used 8,000 of it. All right, so I'll defeat them again tonight. They've got 48,000 liters of slurry. Where all that's at. I wonder if that's in the cow pen. All right, we're going to jump over here. Okay, the sheep have got a good haul of grass. The chickens have got a good haul of feed. The cows were okay on TMR. We got 6,000 liters of milk. We've also got 15,000 liters of milk in our homogenizer. And that's produced so far 12,000 liters of milk. So that may do go through that whole 15,000 liters in one day. You know what, guys? We're going to look into some contracts. We are going to look into some contracts. So we got a cultivating contract. 86, field 86. It's 22 acres. So one thing I need to know, how big is this field? It's 9 acres. So it'll take me twice as long as it did to cultivate that field. So, okay. Yeah, I'm not going to touch that one. Not with the cultivator I've got. Another 28 acres. So I could make. What's we got in here? Fertilizing. $71,000 for that contract. That's a 79 acre field. I think we got to do that. I think we've got to do that. What that field 62. It take us that long to do that, right? What? I'm gonna take that contract. I'm not gonna borrow equipment. $71,000 to fertilize. Yep, we're gonna do it. Our fertilizer spreader isn't that big. That is okay. All right, let's get around here. Whoop. Pop the spreader off. Need to get to that field now. Field 62's right down there. I'm right there. So if I go out that way, down to the main road, yep. Let's get a field. I'm supposed to fertilize this next one here. Fertilize. Gone through that much dadgum milk already? Don't get me wrong, that's awesome. Do I have some? I don't understand that because it's okay, yeah, less than 5% because it takes 500 liters and it's only got 13,000. Okay, fair enough. All right, let's fertilize. All right, guys. Well, bam. Finished. Contract completed. We did have enough fertilizer. Son of a gun. $71,000. Minus the probably $6,000 in fertilizer it cost us. So we made $65,000. That will make our loan payments for 2 months. 2 months we can secure it. We can secure the future of this farm for 2 months. We can make our October payment. We can make our November payment. We have gotten ourselves to December. So we sell our crops at the highest profit, at the highest price point. So I got to tell you guys, I feel like it's quite an accomplishment. And I just want to tell you guys that this is really the first real challenge I've done in Farming Simulator. I mean, I've set some challenges, but those were more goals than challenges. This is really the first challenge that I felt like I could fail. And I feel like we're succeeding at this. And I have to tell you, I mean, it's hard to call it stress because it's a video game and in life it really doesn't matter. But the simulated stress of knowing you have to have $28,000 in the bank every month before you go to bed. it's really kind of fun. It's really kind of engaging. It's really kind of fun. I really enjoy it. So if you guys haven't ever played a challenge like that, this, I would encourage you to try it. So, man, we'll get back to the farm, guys. We'll collect that contract. Actually, you know what? Get out of the road here. I don't know why I'm rocking myself all the way back to the farm. Get in here. Get into contracts. Get in my active contracts and collect my payment on that. Back over here, I'm hot dang $75,000 in the account. It is not even noon yet. Let's see what else is out there. $15,000 fertilizing contract on year 10. That field's only 16,000, or on field 10, that field's only 16,000 acres, and it's right next to our farm. All right, we're going to accept that contract too. Again, we will stop off at the farm, fill up the tank, fill up the fertilizer tank, head over and fertilize that field, pick up another 16 grand, 15 grand. I think I'm going to use that 15 grand to buy the rest of the chickens that I had to rebuy thanks to my multiple. All right. Fertilizer. Let's see where we need to go to get to field. Why do I have two? Oh, I have that because that's the contract account. Field 10. I think I just need to shoot. Yeah, I just need to shoot right out there. Get out here. Put your fertilizer on. Why? Let's get busy. Like that, contract completed. All right, let's jump right here. Let's collect our money. All right, let's see what else we got in here that we just can't turn down. Man, if I had how much time have I got? I don't know. $300,000 cultivating contract. Make this challenge probably to field 99, field 98, 56, 32. Status 56 isn't far. Hello, right? I don't know. I only got to get across the river though. Right there, get across the river. $6,600. I don't know. You know what? Let's go back to the farm. Back to the farm. Let's do a little work on the farm. So I think what we'll do, and I probably should have already done this, but I didn't. I'm going to move our. Oh no! I looked at that the other day. I don't know if I told you guys. My grain dryer doesn't accept me. Maybe I did tell you. Grain dryer doesn't take me, which is I don't even understand, but it doesn't. So. But while we're let's try that there. next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get over here. And get it. Animal dealer. So buy chicken. 6-month-old chickens. Buy as many of them as my I'm thinking through, guys. I don't know what I want to do with that straw. I'm going to leave it where it's at right now. Check this out. We are 100% fertilized, getting 95% yield. Second of 4 growth stages. What is it? 1 o'clock in the afternoon. What have we got on the farm that we need to be doing? I don't think anything. Oh, you know what? Yes, we do. We need to get in we need to get in the things here. We don't really have anything on the farm that we need to be doing. Let's check out used equipment. Is there anything in the used equipment we can't live without? Shut it out. Of course there is. That picked up. All right, let's get it. Oh, yeah. And there we have all of our wool in there. Wool and pallets too. How much is our wool worth? Not wool worth. Yeah, about that. 54. That. Wow, it's pathetic. Milk, we got 9,000 liters worth $6,000. Homogenized milk. Cranking it out, we made about 5,000 liters. About $1,500. So 5 times 15, and then it's $7,500 worth of milk already. 3 times that, so we're gonna have about $21,000. All right. All right, let's go get rid of this bale. Right pedal. Hold on. I did fertilize. Yes, I did fertilize that field. Okay, good. Fields are all fertilized. Why do I have streaks that need plowing? Grass that need done, I do that. Any growing, I do that. Tell you what, guys, I've definitely got my eye on these two fields. What we got in there? Owned by green beans. Not interested. Harvested. It's got onion. Had onions in it. So this field doesn't have anything. It's got 20 acres. This field is not harvested. It is ready to harvest. Okay. Yep, ready to harvest. See what we got in the line of contracts here. Contract. That's still got bales on it. That's still got bales on it. Come back. That. Do that. Don't have the ability to do that. I need harvesting. $48,000 short. If I had a bigger line spreader, I might have given about that. Bow and bale. Stone picker, what do I do with transport? Tell you what, guys, we're going to jump back into the farm. I feel like I was about to do something. Fertilize the field. Maybe it's already fertilized. Go easy on the building there, Hoss. Let's look back this way. So I am going to get this hooked up, and then I am going to got that hooked up. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up October, guys. So we're going to feed all of our livestock. Feed our livestock. Yeah. Oh, nonsense. Get some hay for the sheep. Some hay for the sheep. 15 tons or something. Well, but it'll get them taken care of. Some hay. I like this phone. Whoa. We got 100,000 liters of TMR, which means feeding the cattle 20,000 liters a month. Monthly feed. We were way. Oh, I gotta pick up having that going. Out. Dadgum animal then. Taxman tractor. Not good. Yes. No kidding. I've got TMR and you're still. Chickens. I'm not gonna get the rest of that TMR. But look at it. Alright, and bunch of it. The wheat. Just move back and we don't get that silo anymore. Yep, I believe our next two purchases are going to have tether, some of that alfalfa into hay. God, that was right. Tether, so we can turn some of that alfalfa into hay, and bale wrap, so we can turn that alfalfa into silage. TMR stuffing in the fertilizer silo mix. That in a garage. That'll work right there. That will work right there. Get over here in this truck. Pick up. Move. Beautiful. All right, guys, we are going to call that a wrap for October. We will jump in the house and get some sleep, and I will pick you guys back up in. I may not bring you back in November. I may not bring you back until December because there's really not going to be anything to do in November. We'll feed the animals. Maybe it. If we find any decent contracts to work in November, I'll bring you guys back in. If not, I'll bring you guys in September, and then or in December, and we'll figure out what we're going to sell. All right.